So these are the Yamaha TW-E3B, and I have been hearing a lot about these, and these recently went on sale for a significant discount. So I went ahead and bought these because one, I'm a music enthusiast and I like my music as true its original source as possible. Two, I really like value for money products. And three, I'm a Japanese fanboy, at least when it comes to their tech, because I just love how they have incredible control over the quality assurance and performance of their devices. They do take their time with the innovation and then the execution of the innovation, but the quality and the finishing of the products is just insane. And that is also one of the drawbacks that the Japanese have in general when it comes to their products, that they have a record of being late to innovations. You can see a lot of these other companies, you know, getting their hands on and then releasing products with new technologies advances, but Japanese take their time, they do their quality assurances and then release their product. But once they do, they make sure that it has the best performance possible on their products, be it anything, their bikes, the music instruments, the technology, phones, or anything. When it comes to these, the Yamaha TW-E3B, I would say that these are one of the best true wireless earphones that I have ever bought. Not just for the money that I got these for, I think these are the best true wireless earphones, at least for me as of now in general, because as if you're someone like me, I just like my earphones to be easy. I should be able to put them on and don't care about any fancy stuff like ANC or equalization options, and I should just be able to enjoy my music as it is, as it came from the source. And the ease of access should be done pretty well, for example the controls and the fit and things like that. So these nail the fundamentals so well that these are my go-to option for winding out at night, for chilling and listening to some good quality music. But keeping my preferences aside, let's talk about what I do feel you should know about these, because these are not perfect. Absolutely no product should be perfect, right? But yeah, let's talk about what these are good for and what these are not so good for. So let's talk about the build quality first. Now they do feel like they have used cheap quality plastic, but even if then they have managed to make it feel like they are premium. The finishing of the case, the feedback when it shuts, these are all done so well. It doesn't feel like the plastic does feel cheap, but the build does not feel cheap. It feels good actually. But what I do feel could have been better is that this is slightly bulky. This is actually very bulky. This is much more bulkier than my Oppo Enco Air 3 Pro. Those fit so well in my pocket that I do not have to care about if they are in my pocket or not. But these, I do have to think about having a weird bulge around my pocket. So the pairing is fine. It does not have Google Fast Pair, but just like any other earphone, you can go to your Bluetooth settings and then enable pairing and all that and just connect, and afterwards it connects automatically once you take these off from the case. But one thing that I would say is, when I bought these initially and I followed the instructions to connect it to my phone, so what you need to do is you need to connect the right earphone from your phone, and it says that the left one will automatically get connected. But that wasn't happening in my case because of some reason, I don't know. So I went on the internet and I looked for some solutions. So I found them on the official Yamaha website. So if you're facing the same issue, that the right side is getting connected but the left side is not getting connected, you need to reinitialize it. If you search for initialize Yamaha TW-E3B on Google, you'll find it on the official website of Yamaha. So once you initialize it, it fixes the issue permanently, and afterwards, whenever you take these out of the case, both get automatically connected. So if you face that issue. So if I talk about the fit now, one thing that I would like to mention is, I think I have really small ears. I don't think if you can figure that out from this video, but I do have really small ears, and naturally my the portion where the earphone gets inside is also really small. So in my case, this happens with most of the earphones. This happened with Tech TV as well. So in the earphones like this, the portion that goes inside your ear, if you put the default tip that comes with these earphones, they at least in my case, they go a little too deep inside my ear, to feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable putting the default ear tips inside. They start hurting my ear in just 2 3 minutes. So I had to look for other tips that I had, and then I found out the one which slightly reduces the length of the portion that goes inside my ear, and then it fixed it for me, and now these are completely fine for me and they fit very well. So the isolation is also pretty well with these. So but once you find the right size for your ear tips, it fits comfortably on your ear, and it does not cause any fatigue, and also the sound isolation is incredible. I'd say the mic quality is pretty average, but I if you're a music enthusiast who takes some calls here and then this will do a fine job. But if you're someone who takes a lot of calls, then don't go for this. Buy something like the AirPods or some they do have much better mics, so that will fit your purpose. So mic wise, these are pretty average. They do get the job done. At least for me, they do. Now let's come to the main part for which we are here, the sound quality. Like I said, these are one of the best sounding earphones, true wireless earphones at least, that I have heard, not just for the money, but in general. These have managed to make me fall in love with genres of music which I don't even like. These have a very, very soft and exquisite representation of every frequency of the spectrum of audio. Soundstage wise, these are pretty narrow. They sit closer to your head, not too far. But what I absolutely love about these is the imaging, the left-right separation, and the separation between the instruments. You can focus on any of the instrument that is being played in the music, and no other frequency or instrument will come in your way of listening to that specific separation, specific instrument. And it is so softly represented to you, never feels harsh even if it is higher frequencies. Music quality wise, these are absolutely incredible, and comparing these with the Lipotech Tevis, which have also been a community favorite in the audiophile community. I had those and I lost them a few days ago, but that also had a really flat response. But what I think the Yamaha does better than the Lipotech Tevi is in the separation of in the instruments that I was talking about. Even in the Lipotech Tevis, you could hear every instrument, but it was a little difficult to focus on different nuances of the music, and those are a little harsh sometimes with some of the instruments. But these, like I said, these do an incredible job with each of the frequency. Equalization wise, these are pretty flat out of the box, and the app that it supports does not support equalization options, but you can use the equalizer built inside your phone for tweaking some of the frequencies. But talking about the app, what it does have is something called listening care. Now this is one of the best features I've ever had in an earphone. So what it does is, when you're listening to, first things first, I really like listening to lower volumes, and I absolutely hate listening to music at higher volumes. It just feels like I can't focus on anything going on in the music when the music is too loud. So the feature that this has is, when you're listening to music at really low volumes, it pushes some of the frequencies that get recessed when the overall volume is less. So they push some of those frequencies a little bit higher, and then what you get is a really balanced sound. You don't feel like you're missing any of the instruments or hums inside of the music. They send you the full spectrum of the audio, and it just feels so well when I'm winding down at night, listening to music at lower volumes, and when I want to sleep, it just feels so exquisite, and it does a really good job at that. So that way I feel, I believe this feature should be more common. More earphones and headphones should have this feature. Like I said, I really like the Yamaha TW-E3Bs, and these are my go-to earphones to wind down at night for listening to some high quality slow music. So I would say, if you're a music enthusiast who enjoys a really flat response with incredible tonality on the music, and you do have some small amount of money lying around, these are the best ones to get, I would say. For the money, absolutely banger. Because usually, previously they used to go on In the market, they were for around 7 or 8,000 rupees, but recently the price has dropped significantly. I got these for 3,000, but these are still on sale on Amazon for around 4,000. So for that, I think these are incredible value for money. So that was my review of the Yamaha TW-E3B. If you enjoyed this video, do comment and like, and I'll see you in the next one.